However, you gotta share it on Discord for me.
Yep. I am making sure all my other stuff is working right now. Got a big old tanker for my drink. Okay. So how's work been?
Same old, nothing really... nothing crazy going on.
Yeah. Alright. We got like 2 minutes of ads before we start.
Okay.
You got drinks and everything?
I honestly forgot that we still hadn't finished this.
Yeah, I think we tried finishing it last time, but it was just going on for too long.
Yeah, we're literally on the last bit, if I remember correctly, which
Good.
is funny. Try to pull up a guide because we're not going to remember jack shit.
I need to come up with like better channel point rewards, because apparently some viewers have like 82,000. Like some ridiculous amount. I have like game specific rewards. Like, for example, for Monster Hunter, they can choose what monster we fight. Or, like, in the middle of a fight, they can force me to fight something else.
I'm trying to think. I don't know, unless you want to like have them you pause and like read something from like a random website, like a riddle joke of the day or something. Dad joke of the day.
I have dad jokes. I have dad joke commands.
Oh. Is that, oh, you already did that exact thing? Damn it.
Yeah. I have a thing that says like, hey, I got commands, but no one uses them. I guess that's like a thing of the past. Okay, ready to start?
Sure, I think I have.
Okay. Wait, why is it saying ads? Hold on a minute. What is going on, Twitch? What are you talking about? I literally just ran ads. What are you talking?
Refresh it? I don't know.
No, I did, and I can't run ads because I already ran ads. Unless the timer is stupid, it says ads are coming back again. No, this whole playthrough is fucked. Anyway. February 25, 1206, District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth.
I can remember.
I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hey, I don't want to interrupt anything, pals. Hmm. Oh, I guess I am. I'll call back later. Hmm.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what was it?
You got some noise, pal. Making the detective run around all day while on duty. And to top it all off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again.
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Here, she asked me to give you this if it was a break in
What?
today's trial.
Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this the other day.
Yeah, the thing you should have already known back in boys' school.
Yeah, right? When you're testing for before you passed your bar test.
Yeah. You must know that to rule number 1, the evidence, no evidence shall be shown without approval from the police department. We've already broken this rule many times in previous cases.
Yeah, we did. Shut up.
Please.
It seems so. You can at least study some evidence law. Like, seriously, you should know this already.
She's not wrong.
Can't fault her for that.
Yeah, the chief prosecutor will give you a message.
A message.
She said, if you plan to take him on, you're going to need this book.
Him? Like from the Powerpuff Girls?
Maybe.
Him?
See a red guy around here.
What a lovely... I can't remember. He talks in such a specific manner.
He's very, like, drawn out and whatnot, but he also has a voice changer, so good luck. He's very
Yeah, I
echoey in
mean...
everything he says, so...
I think it's just a reverb and an echo.
Yeah.
I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
It's a fucking children's book.
It looks like it, right? Evidence law for kids. By kids.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that book will do any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
And that's where you're wrong, detective.
Eh? Wrong. I'm never wrong. Haven't you figured it out yet? Why, I'm still sitting in the prosecutor's seat? Despite all the allegations thrown at me? Mr. Edgeworth? The real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility has been all but ruined, and with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Sky found out she was unruly cause of a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You gotta be kidding me.
You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman.
Yeah.
She merely stuck a knife into a dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
Oh, so she's guilty of desecrating the body. Okay. What?
Nani? And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. He's just thinking about fan fiction. It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, actually, I wish I was writing my fan fiction. It's giving me so many ideas.
February 25, 1252, District Court, Courtroom number 9.
Court is now reconvened for the trial of Mr. Lawrence Scott. Mr. Ashworth? Yes, Your Honor. The inquiry is committed bloody and impose harsh penalties for your action. Don't give a fuck. Thank you for your news, Your Honor. Yes, well...
Hello? Okay.
Fine. Normally
I
this
was
is one of the
cooking.
prosecution calls forth a witness. But, water. This isn't easy to say, but you see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Ashworth, may have struck a bargain.
Hmm?
You think I may have manipulated the witnesses, like I've done in every other case so far? I didn't say that. Everyone's been talking. Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. There's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one.
Is it?
It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Mr. Ryan, what are you trying?
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
But it's simple. The defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright.
Hmm?
You do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
The defense calls... Shit. I can't save.
It's him right there.
Oh, it's him?
This guy. Point this guy. Pick him.
Take it! Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything?
As the defendant's partners 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel like we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? True. All right, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Oh, I gotta fix my hair. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am going to be talking to myself a lot.
Do your best. If you want me to take a line, I will.
I don't know, do you have a good voice for Grant, if you can think of one? Then again, you'll be talking to yourself a lot too, I don't know. Your name, I'm not the judge. Your name and occupation, sir. Do you want to try or do you want me to keep it? I don't mind.
I'll give it a try. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? I'm gonna offend so many people.
You don't have to do it. I just did it because it just popped out of my mouth. It's stuck with me. Your name and occupation. If you think you have a different voice that would fit him, go for it.
I don't know. I guess we can give him an Irish accent. So, you want to play hardball, eh?
Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
Oh, that's pretty good. It's not bad.
Is it?
Probably better than mine, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure a lot of people are gonna come and like, that's not what they told me.
Mine was less offensive.
First, let's clear up the SL9 incident. Oh, you mean the time when Lana's sister murdered the prosecutor? Personally, I think it has been made pretty clear already. There's still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that the police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons. Sure, take my testimony for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true?
Well, I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
No, of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
But well, the witness will now begin this testimony.
SL9 incident.
Alright.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help me either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she already had arranged the crime scene. As you can see, it had nothing to do with a forgery. I don't remember anything that he's talking about.
That when Dark was arrested.
Is he becoming Irish?
I legit, I need water.
Oh, go get a drink then.
I need to drink more. I had it sitting here. I wasn't drinking it. Okay, I'm good.
Him! He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I sure. Everything's pretty clear cut.
The
You
police
don't
chief...
remember anything?
Very, very little. If the police chief has...
Basically,
Go on.
alright, so the basic, 2-minute recap. Lana Sky, the person who's, we're trying to defend now, the lady with the
Right.
scarf. Her sister, they got in this big case with a serial killer, the guy who just, lost his shit and murdered, 3 people back to back.
Okay.
He slipped away when the power went out and, stuff like that. And he bumped into the little sister and the prosecutor cowboy guy, detective.
Yeah.
The brother of the other the cowboy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had a skirmish. Apparently, Emma, when the lights went out, and Emma accidentally pushed the cowboy, thinking he was the murderer guy because it's dark, and she shoved him onto the very dangerous suit of armor with a very real blade, apparently, and impaled him
a
on it.
pike, right?
Yeah, and that's why her older sister was trying so hard to get convicted so that this would not be found out.
Uh-huh.
But that's out now, apparently, and we're here to figure out what really happened with that in that moment.
Okay. If the police chief has a right to refuse to testify, then I better hit him hard and fast. Well, that's a phrase.
Just go to the last one. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. And present the jar fragment, which was the stuff he was hiding. One of the things he's hiding in his safe. I think it's the last
right here?
Yep. Yep, present the unstable jar. The last
This.
jar. The ugly jar thing.
Objection! You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
That's the blue badger you showed us earlier?
A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk.
Where?
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in a legal investigation.
Rather. Chief Gat, what is the meaning of this?
Oh! Here's a defense attorney who made you even rival worthy. So you admit it then? That you were involved in a forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? What? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office and found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Wrighto?
Objection. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due Oh. Well.
That's his first name. What? What?
What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Yep. Poor guy.
First, well, related to the fact that detective's presence, I almost said defective, which also would have worked.
I mean...
Please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence you found in your office. And the relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My! Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Let's see, what is it now? A jar fragment in a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence are discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging a crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
when investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Indeed. I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know...
Alright, Hudgy, in return, though.
I know. That place, right?
Eh? Are these guys telepathic? He's probably buying rounds.
Yeah, you can tell these two are like, yeah, they go drinking every so.
Okay.
So you want to press him on rearranging the crime scene wouldn't have helped me out in any way.
This is the last one. So press it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there's one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is the benefit? That would, of course, be the position that you have, Chief of Police. The resolution of SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without the case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes, he was going to be made cheaper anyway.
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself,
Then you did for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I will look out for. Me and myself and I. There, it's all out in the open now. Ajay, would you mind if I change my testimony a little?
Well, by all means, please do.
I don't think you're supposed to say that.
Press that.
This.
Yeah.
Nothing in it for you. Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Ha ha! Ha! That's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would
Point out accomplish.
an accomplice?
Yeah.
True. You might not help anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright? It appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
Can we get a new judge?
I'm the only one here. I ate the others. The others died of old age. I'm still here.
We're surrounded. We're stranded in this courthouse.
Very well, then. Who is this person you believe Chief Cat may have helped forge evidence?
Lana Sky.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant?
I believe it's quite obvious in the light of circumstances. Only Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all this?
It would seem he would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
Oh my
No, wait.
god. No, really? Really?
You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his... Never mind, ignore that. Strike that from the record.
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you can control her. Right, told me, boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana? She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
I'm afraid without any proof, this is all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless...
What up, username? Hello! Welcome.
Hello. We are rapidly trying to finish this.
Yeah.
That is all what happens in this, isn't it?
This or that, or which one would that be?
No, of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this whole entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Worthy! You'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Judge. Psst.
What are you wearing?
I thought your mic went out for a minute. What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? Porter, my son,
Potato rules!
Thank you, Marla. Mr. Wright, you cannot be serious.
Hmm?
This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in a law enforcement agency.
Ow.
To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. That's impossible. Impossible.
Username. Yes, like Neil Breen. I am here. Now. We need to have a movie night of watching Neil Breen movies. They're terrible. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Edgeworth said in easier to understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright.
What?
There's no turning back for us now.
So he decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see.
Can you believe
Line!
he's been... Shut up! Can you believe he's been making films since 2007? Wow, that long?
All right then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and then better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman.
ID card record.
Where is that?
Next. There you go.
This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list. We couldn't determine the owner yesterday. 7 sevens. Sorry, but there's no way to you can prove that's my card number. It's your number.
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office require a code to open. A 7-digit code.
What? Hold on.
My thing fucked up. Okay.
7 digits, you don't mean...
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7 sevens. the same as the remaining ID number on that list. Chief Gant! Woo! He mad! You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Username says his first film, Double Down. His second, I Am Here. Now, both also comically, both use the same image of Neil's face for the poster. Oh, I think I remember that.
Chief Bat, what do you have to say?
Nothing! The defense's search of my office is a violation of regulations!
I will demand Mr. Wright be punished in the maximum extent of the law.
What? Whose side are you on?
However, but right now, this court demands an explanation from you.
Clutching pearls.
And the use of this ID card.
Woo.
Chief Bat, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime?
Do you admit it? Then you're guilty. What about it? I'm the chief of police, whether or not to the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me. When you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Oh, of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you just outdone yourself. On that day, you have had met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial purpose is to determine our Sky's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. Its trial purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to ask you for evidence. Once again, you do all the work.
Username says, in a better world, we got a lost movie creepypasta for a lost Neil Breen movie.
Show us the proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
It's the lost item report.
Where is this?
Double check. Goodman's lost item report, yes.
Take that! Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
No, to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police. Yet you're in the possession of the report, which means you can't be sure he filled it or filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
We needed to?
Yes, to transfer evidence out.
Oh.
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him! There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly.
But wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. We could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes. Now that you mention it, okay.
Hold your horses. Sorry, but that's not possible.
Hmm.
According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, ow, it would have been found on his body.
No!
Vader, no.
Chief Guts, you did just get struck by lightning, did you?
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose a police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of the body, of course.
You forgot something, Mr. Wright. That the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
Everyone's aware that Lana Sky stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. All this time, I thought it was just a useless clue taking up space.
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this.
Yes, it's really.
Username says, and then, smiling like a demented psychopath, Neil Breen began bleeding from his eyes before lunging at the screen. Real blood began seeping from the DVD player, and I then realized he was here. Now. Still a better movie than Twilight. Anyway. How we move the body? Is that what we're trying to figure out?
Yeah, what did he use to move the body? I'll give you a hint. It's page back. It's one of these things. What's one of the things that looks useless?
This?
Yeah,
Wait, really?
use that. Do it. You'll see.
Okay. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
Looks like a screwdriver. Well, what does this have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back on the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's here because... I was asked to go by the chief guard, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Yeah, here. Not the ceremony ended that day. I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. I
But
drove
you-
across town with the body in my cart.
But you did. Because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Rotter. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car.
Yes. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Sky. Oh, take the chicken wings!
Order. What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took to the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of a body being stuffed in the trunk and being taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It's the photo of a body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Red, please say something.
I believe. Your time's up.
My time's up.
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're going to make it on time for the early bird special. What the fuck? The cross-examination isn't finished yet. Gremlin says, I would normally be upset about being late, but you're just playing Phoenix Wright, so who cares? I still appreciate y'all for showing up. How you doing, Gremlin? Hope you're doing well. Remember what I told you earlier?
Done.
Our police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons. Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. In the middle of your... What?
Yep, fuck off, I'm done. Bye! Gets up and leaves.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So you're just going to run away after all this?
Run away! Don't make me laugh, Worthy.
Hmm?
I stabbed old Woodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you have any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any executions against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright,
Use it in this
stop
writing.
giggling.
The writing of the story. It burns! Your Honor.
Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Grant murdered Detective Goodwin and made Mr. Sky dispose of his body.
Do I have concrete proof?
I have no proof yet.
Really?
Because of the law bullshit from the book earlier.
Well, we never
You'll
got
see.
to read it, but okay.
It was like those two rules basically about like it's got the evidence to present to the police and blah blah blah.
Grandma, I'm doing good. Just got back from the mall. I took my father out for the day. We had Chinese food and sugarcane juice. Ooh,
Never had
sugarcane
sugarcane
juice.
goose. That sounds good.
It-
Never had it.
It's nice, actually. It's really refreshing. It's, I remember when I was a kid, I would get, my dad would get sugarcane and cut it up into little cubes. And it tasted like bubble gum. But
That's
you
funny.
can't eat it because it's so fibery. So you just chew it up and then you spit it out.
It's funny.
I love sugarcane juice. It's best with lime. Ooh, lime. Yeah, it's really good stuff. Can't have a lot of it though. Still use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. COG!
In that case, This court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto. Seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you. Do we really have no evidence?
No, we have evidence. We just can't present it yet.
That's what the guide says.
Yes.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is a threat to the house of our nation's law enforcement agency.
Hold your horses, Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness.
In absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There is something else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone might write in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth. We can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth...
Lana Sky.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
The defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 on February 21. Her task? To dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well, the court will now take a final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in
Hold on!
That's yours, yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
Chief Bat, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
I was openly threatening her in the middle of court.
Yeah, right? That's right. Your sister will be found guilty of Neil Marshall's murder. This isn't good. Of course, you never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. All right, then. I got a lunch date to meet.
Right. Okay, if there aren't any further objections.
Really? You're not gonna, like, write in, like,
He
tell your...
owes me dinner, alright?
No! Fuck that dinner! Tell your bailiff to arrest him!
He also owes my bailiff dinner. So this court is now in recess.
Oh my god, peak writing. I know username.
This is definitely the worst case in all the games.
Yes, username, I know. But it is peak writing.
February 25th, blah, blah, blah. Look, looks like... Edgy boy. Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Gremlin says, old people are so wholesome. At times my father was telling me about how he was watching his shows on the TV and discover really amazing upcoming actor. When I asked the actor's name, he said Tom Hardy. I didn't have the heart to tell him that Tom Hardy's already an A-list celebrity and hasn't caught up. He isn't caught up with the times anymore. Oh. I feel like that sometimes though, because I don't keep in contact with
Oh, I can't keep track of any
celebrities.
celebrities.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for your help, Edgeworth.
That chief. He's something else, ain't pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
That's my name. I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh, sorry. Actually,
Don't worry
no, I'm
about
not
it. I
sorry.
already decided where to work. Now, at your office.
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
What? Maya? Stop looking at me like that.
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Kid's done it again. Now is he always getting the upper hand?
It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, right. Remember what the judge said?
But Chief, that's not a right to be casually invoked.
My rippers, take a shot!
There are certain risks to be considered.
Oh, wait a minute. We had to read the book, right? We're gonna wind up using the book against him.
You can look at it if you want.
The children's book.
Right.
Risks. What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
You
He
mean
has the right.
he
Yeah.
forfeits his right to say anything too? Oh God,
she's
it's
back.
her. Emma! Wow, are you okay?
Yeah, when it came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
Were you hit by a car?
No, she passed out from like the trauma of remembering that night.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm not sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. I was the truth.
You were the truth.
It's funny. I just feel somehow relieved. I need to change my pants.
Relieved.
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened.
No username says, I can hear the life being drained from you from your being every second Emma's on screen.
Yeah. This is literally like the only case she exists in. It's
Oh,
fine.
thank God.
To think of all this time. Literally any character that's new in this case will not come back.
Oh, thank God.
My sister's been blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. Ever since her appointment at the prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps, but it's easier that way for her. What do you mean?
Shut up.
Okay. What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gaunt's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. Kinky. And to force herself to do anything and everything she got told her to do.
I must see why she
I'm gonna
became
write
so
that up
cold.
for my fanfic.
My father still, Gremlin says, my father still thinks A-list celebrities are like Tim Allen, oof, Harrison Ford, Patrick Stewart, which I think is still the case. But he's just amazing. Morgan Freeman and Michael Douglas. I don't have the heart to tell him otherwise.
Morgan Freeman's still good, I think.
Um,
Doesn't he still do stuff?
I think he's starting to cut back. Patrick Stewart,
Or at least does voice acting.
he does Broadway. He
Oh, he's
still
doing
he still does Broadway
it? Oh.
and even local plays. That man
Damn.
lives for theater.
Fair.
I have no idea what happened to Tim Allen. Not sure about Harrison Ford, and I don't know who Michael Douglas is. Patrick Stewart is still around. He isn't as popular, which is blasphemy. He's amazing. I love him. I don't see why she became so cold.
It was all my fault.
Yes, it was.
Thank you, voice in my head. And all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Yes, it's all your fault. Now go away.
Okay.
Go away.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now.
Shut up.
Oh god, there's voices in my head now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
And yourself.
Okay, this joke's getting old. You got her up here before on this and this forgery. But he can't fool my memory. I remember now.
Do you?
Marshall into that armor.
Okay, good for you. I see.
Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act.
Oh, thank God. Why don't you wait? Hit.
No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. We can kick him in the balls.
Sure. Okay.
Let's go, right. It's time to end this.
Username says Ford was a good actor. He just became drained, like Jack Nicholson and such. He really should just have a comfortable retirement since every role he was in got ruined. Well, I do know he's also a very prolific actor. I'm running an ad over on Twitch to get rid of it. You want to feed Emma to a pit bull. Pit bulls are useless. Feed her to a tiger. No, a leopard. Because they like to eat bones. You want to give the
poor thing stomach ache?
What?
You want to give the poor thing a stomach ache?
Cats have really strong stomach acid.
Yeah, but it's Emma.
You're right. You're right. Fine, pigs. They'll eat anything.
It will literally eat anything. District Court, number 9. Error.
Gremlin says Harrison Ford did great in Captain America 4. Username says, like the last role he really ever liked was being Indiana Jones. Not sure if he'd like the role anymore now, though. No idea.
This is the last day. This is the final thing. It will all end by this.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Got 2 minutes for ads. You know what? I'm gonna run and use the litter box.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Whoops.
Well done, Mr. Last guy. Please take the stand.
Using like the last role he ever. Oh, and does it? Troy Baker does good replicating Harrison Ford's voice in Indiana Jones game. I'll take your word for it. Never looked into it. Oh, excuse me. I did not. I did see it, but I didn't get to look at it in depth. Luckily, I'm going to look at it during the
You are
weekend.
the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you'll allow what is required of you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with our testimony, Miss Sky.
Are you okay?
Remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Goddamn, turn 200? Isn't there like a limit to how many turns? Of course, the truth.
Oh, no matter what happens, I will always be your sister.
What the fuck kind of a comment is that? What does that mean? You're what? Oh,
Oh, like, what the fuck does that mean?
you know what? It's a girl thing. I don't understand it either.
Well, then, anyway, your testimony, if you will.
Username. Truth! Truth! You want the truth? You can't handle the truth! Lana.
First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Wright.
Everything hinges on your testimony. Just girl things. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. She's just gonna drop the ball. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana!
Bitch!
Well, if it is true, then that means Chief Wright had nothing to do with us.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Please, Mr. Wright, I was drinking. You gotta help her. She sacrificed herself because of me.
Gremlin says there's normally a timer, but I'm competing in an official small gun tournament, so the rules are different. But if it's official, that would mean a judge would have to be present, right? And at least official for like the website at the very least. Because like once you get to higher tiers, there's going to be someone looking for shenanigans like this. Obviously, you can't let them win. You have to beat them. But that's infuriating. Well, what if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured stall teams are allowed, but like, I don't know. I would feel like there is a limit to stalling. If it's like a legitimate, like, constant stall, but anyway.
Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
No, deep down, she's dead. Because she has you as a sister.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah, there's no time to start second-guessing myself.
But the fence may now begin its crush examination.
All right.
Press Lana on the statement. When I found the prosecutor marshal's body, I rearranged the crime scene.
This.
Yep.
Q.
Q.
Come on,
press.
come on. There we go. My keyboard likes to fall asleep. Even though it's plugged in. You say you did this all by yourself. Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. Reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up killed by Doc?
Something like that.
That's so. What happened to the other murder weapon? Doc was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh. That was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
Oh, just to protect me.
Username goes, Emma and Lana are just doing... No. They're not just doing girl things. They're both dumb as a box of rocks.
That sounds about right.
Oh my goodness.
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes. I broke the tip of a dark... Oh, wait. Am I
let's
pressing
see.
this?
Press that, yeah.
You planted the tip... What?
But then you moved the body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You always had a good head on your shoulders.
Hmm?
My head isn't that bad, but maybe I gotta ask for the sake of others.
Why did you move the body?
When you showed up to the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body.
She was about to.
Present the unstable jar to this.
This.
Yes.
Objection! Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery scene at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony. You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right.
But you have a problem with that.
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on the jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write this message on the jar, it must have not yet have been broken before he died. Ah. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Okay, he disappeared.
Border.
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed regarding to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical.
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well, witness may now continue her testimony.
Alrighty. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. Fragments are large, so I wasn't sure I got them all. All I could think was about wiping them clean before they were discovered.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in the blood?
It lagged for some reason. It was very awkward. It looked
Yeah,
like
you were cutting
she
out.
had like a smile.
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
So they didn't think Narc was the real murderer? That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
That doesn't make any sense.
very well. Well, if it's me now, we're gonna cross-examine.
What's with the lag?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, immediately noticed the blood traces in the jar.
The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all.
This.
Present the unstable jar to this.
Present jar.
Yes.
Okay. Objection! Yeets. Miss.
Throw in the jar.
Miss
Stitch
Guy.
them, stitch back together.
I'm in distress. I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. Joshua, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Nani?
We found a final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about the final piece. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just testified that she gathered her last piece and wiped all the blood off them.
Yeah, which leaves us only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed the piece?
I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day. Looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth the whole time. Oh, I do believe that.
Have
Have you forgotten, Your Honor? Sorry.
You're an idiot.
When this witness arrived at the scene, the jaw was already broken.
Oh, gosh.
There's no way a name could have been written on the shattered jaw. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
My husband I'm playing this person was chief guard at the time he was looking for dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jaw?
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer that? He like transforms. He like rips off his thing. Is like ripped in muscles.
Well, I'm not the one on trial here.
Demon Gaunt arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jaw and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Chief Cat do this? Do that,
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
In discovering the scene, Lana Sky believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gaunt's aid. Lending her his aid, Gaunt helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, inspiring Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Sky became the chief's puppet.
Oh,
Ooh, you should have looked at-
oh, oh, girl. No, I did it on my own.
Don't.
God,
Please stop trying to protect the chief. Also, you're not Naruto. Stop biting your thumb.
That's a Naruto thing?
Oh, it's like how he summons shit.
Interesting.
Later seasons.
Using a you have cotton candy.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Share with the class. Also, Joshua says Power got smacked hard. No flying mounts. What BS lawsuit is that? What? Why would
Oh,
flying?
Power World? Yeah. You can't use your pals to glide anymore. It's gotta be glider.
Oh, gliding specifically.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Nintendo has copyright to that or some bullshit, I guess. I don't know. Using like Pokemon to glide. Or like using small animals to glide with or some bullshit. I don't know. Same way they have like to summon creatures you control with orbs.
I call BS on that. I'm pretty sure other games do that too. But anyway. Oh no, Lana's been eating her hand.
I can't watch you suffer anymore from my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. What? Foul lies? You're my client.
I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
What? Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You need to go to the bathroom.
Lana may be right, after all.
What do you mean, right?
Right, the shit Phoenix puts up with. Absolutely.
So you're So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
I'm about to smack you with that notebook.
Again?
Miss Sky, testify once more, please. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. I stabbed him too.
Shut up! Miss Sky, if you will. I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
All right. The witness may testify once more for the final time. I gotta get to bingo, damn it.
That's nice. Ignore program. Gremlin, I'm not trying to. Good on Nintendo to protect their small up-and-coming monster collecting game. Highest grossing media franchise of all time. Yeah, at the expense of everything else.
It's right there with Warner, with I think it was Warner Brothers who copyright the Nemesis system for Shadow of Mordor.
Oh yeah.
So now no other game can do it.
Yeah. Well, that died.
Wrong.
I know. I'm working on it. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on a suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof.
Hmm?
I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. To me. Gremlin says, Nintendo's suing everyone and their grandma. Meanwhile, Sega is basically out there encouraging piracy and fan games. Yeah.
There's smart one going, hey, free advertisement. Keep it up, guys.
Yeah, right. Username says, I think it also happened to the Insanity system, which is why the Amnesia games can't use it anymore. And about something why we're never getting a sequel to Eternal Darkness, it's Sanity's Requiem. Oh.
I never played those games, but yeah.
Glitter played Amnesia a long time ago.
Oh, Amnesia, yeah.
She played Machine for Pigs.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it might be needed. I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Well, I must have known. See, right? She really does have faith in you.
Shut up!
Okay.
Well, Mr. Wright, please present this picture. Line.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
Can I just ignore you?
That's the book she gave you.
Gremlin said, that's the reason why I love Sega so much, even giving the Disney the go-ahead to make fun of ugly Sonic and Chip and Dale. Oh man, I did not watch Chip and Dale. I could not watch that movie. Is it this?
It will, when they ask for it, yeah.
Oh!
Keep going.
This!
No. All right,
Yeah.
just ignore everything I've been saying. Keep going.
You said picture.
I said the book. You said yeah. I said yeah. You're right. It is that.
Oh, I'm getting confused. I'm going between like chat and this and chat. Okay, so present this. Wait,
No,
no.
you should wait and wait till they ask for it.
Okay,
We're still
all right.
talking.
I seem to remember getting something from her then. Okay.
Now they're asking for it. Then yeah, pick the book.
Peel.
Whoa.
What the hell? Hey, there's a picture in here. Bro!
Is that
Uh,
blood? Oh my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I rearranged everything. What?
Mr. Wright! That piece cut off from this vest, could it be?
Cloth found in Chief Gant's safe.
This is a handprint, isn't it? That cloth, if it had fingerprints on it.
It's not cloth, it would be leather, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If there are fingerprints, those must be the real murderer.
And you remember, it was her fingerprints on it.
Emma's, right?
Yeah, it was her.
Yeah, but those fingerprints, they're yours.
Yeah.
God, she's so stupid.
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Do the Herbert voice.
Very well. The defense will now begin its cross-examination.
I don't know how I did that voice. Who was I doing that for?
I don't remember. Okay, What? Come on now, oh gee. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Gant?
Now, what? Now you want me to, you want to make me as a bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put a word or two in my defense.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You have already declined to testify. That means you've forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be the risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. Bitch.
So what? You think I'm worried? Yes.
I think the spoof is he's supposed to be like a Mega Man villain or something.
I don't know. I didn't play too much of Mega Man, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint, but I don't need to make any statements. You just... What? Bitch.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. What you mean, you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't. But someone does. What?
someone.
So, what's your excuse, Wrighto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
Well, is this true, Mr. Wright?
He's trying to get us to say Emma.
Yes. Because we have that cloth that we got from his safe.
Yeah. If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
Damn, Gremlin. Finally on turn 372, the battle is over. Who won? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that really shows who killed Prosecutor Marshall.
You
Very
cannot show.
What?
You cannot show the evidence.
Okay.
You're not allowed to.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie!
Chief Gaunt?
You opened the safe! I know you took what was inside! The conclusive evidence! I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them?
How about I show you the back of my hand? Shut the fuck up!
We found it together.
Shut up!
Okay.
Just like...
Shush!
Oh, I see! It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gaunt?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
That looks like part of it was cut off for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, haven't concealing evidence? This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Oh, that backfired.
Oh, shit.
Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as a murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
What? You mean you admit to it?
I like we're forgetting the whole rule of, like, he can't say anything anymore. He's like, no, I'll just talk, fuck it.
I think the point is, like, he's not testifying in defense of himself. He's admitting guilt. I think that's supposed to be. It's absolute bullshit still, but I think
right.
that's
Yeah,
supposed to be the linchpin in it.
Yeah, I guess the idea is, like, he can't argue against it, but he can say what happened.
Yeah. I was the first
And we
person
can
to
believe him
arrive
or
at
not.
What? What'd you say?
And we can believe him or not. That's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess.
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. Then it occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
No. I knew Lana. If I made it look like she blame... Oh, wait, if I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, then she would... Then when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Muskai?
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dog convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I had 2 pieces of evidence. This is before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
For insurance, of course. Insurance. I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
Do you mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make the police chief by dumb luck. I mean, you could have. People are stupid enough in this world.
Mm-hmm.
See the jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. Didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too?
Ho ho ho!
Are you Santa?
Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept 1 more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Rachel, cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Miss Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth that you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Rachel. You should have shown it then it was before too late. It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine.
Show evidence.
Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
All right then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
Yeah, it's a cloth.
Hold on. Gremlin says, the only reason I won was because my opponent thought my Arcanine had no item, so I caught them by surprise with an Inferno or Overdrive. Format was Gen 9 Uber's National Dex.
Nice. Ooh, an Arcanine too. Yoko would love that.
Yeah, I know, right? Should we just start barking? What was the evidence?
Oh, no, you weren't listening. It was a cloth.
It was a cloth. Okay.
Yeah. We just couldn't show it earlier.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut this piece off the victim's vest. Oh, yes! Unless you finally brought it out onto the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecutor requested it be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather must have been a strong impact to be left so clearly.
You mean?
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Ho ho ho! You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
Bonnie? The fuck you say, bitch?
Think about it! Raito had all this time to present the evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? Mr. Wright, do you really know?
It's yours, you stupid bitch.
Oh, cool.
Whoever is in fingerprints on must be the real murderer. Whose fingers are they?
Very well. I'll tell you. Should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person whose fingerprints belong to is...
Detective Goodman. No. Yeah, Emma Sky. Dick Gumshoe.
Remember Scar? What? They're mine.
You knew that already!
No, she didn't.
What do you...
We hid that from her because we don't want.
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't
we
want her
did.
to know.
I forgot.
You dingus.
She's stupid as shit!
So are you. You
Shut
just
up!
forgot.
It's been like, what, a month?
I know. Well, you don't have perfect photographic memory for things.
Shut up. Sorry, Emma.
I
Not
always forget
really.
my breakfast what I had for breakfast. Why? Why didn't you tell me?
Because
I
you're
trusted
stupid.
you. Oh yeah.
You're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along, yet you still try to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did show Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
Hold it! How could you, you monster!
Miss Scar! Bailiff, shoot her.
Quillen, hello, welcome. Phoenix, right, everybody.
We're almost
Gremlin says, as much as I love the bye 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 scene in Deadpool, I hated that scene. I hated that. No, only because it was Backstreet Boys.
He has history of Backstreet Boys.
I despise Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Just no. I still think it's the best scene using the music in Mutant Legacy films and slow motion scene in X-Men Days of Future Past, where Quicksilver breaks a Magneto out of the Pentagon with Time in a Bottle playing in the background. Oh, I need to watch that movie again. There's not a lot about it I remember, unfortunately. Why? Backstreet Boys? Are you kidding me? Every time they came on the radio, every single girl in my class in elementary school, they would explode. I
Don't get her started, Chad. We're almost done.
Anyway.
Come on.
I'm working on it!
We're almost through this house.
You knew those fingerprints were all along, and yet you acted like she really did it! Miss Sky, it's not over yet. Nani? I said, hello?
Yes.
I said this trial isn't over yet. Hello? Like just bringing up his mic. Ha! I'm afraid it's over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too. You purposely conceal this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy.
Said the guy who's also gonna get fired.
Yeah, right.
You
What's the
concealed
matter?
evidence for two things.
Cat got your tongue. Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? Are you done? Like...
Yeah, like,
Before I do
can I speak
that,
now, sir?
there's one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
Bloody?
Chief Gant, you're absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
I wonder if you notice.
It was Emma Sky, wasn't it? That little shit.
I'm afraid that's not possible. This piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. Oh my god, contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what can possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold! The piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth!
Nope, go back. Because if you look closely at it, you see it's very bloody, and that cloth is suspiciously clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, do that.
Take that! And what exactly is this supposed to be? This is a picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, his shirt is thrown underneath. Scandalous. It's hard to make out with all that blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth. Wait. There's no blood on it.
Since Emma's skies are on the cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No! This is nonsense! Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He was most likely hit on his head on the ground when he was knocked out. Or was knocked there.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived on the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword?
He's foaming at the mouth.
Alright.
And then make it look as if Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death. Said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? You personally cut out the bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. It's finally over.
There are only 3 choices left. 3
Oh
more
my god.
inputs. We're not done yet.
That was close, right? You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations.
What do you mean you refute his allegations?
I claim to be a sovereign citizen. You see, the piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
What nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji? Earlier, old Wright here concealed a piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Wright? You have to answer conclusive evidence, don't you?
Thoughts?
Your daughter, I don't have any evidence that I could present at this point in time.
Well, that's true. Well, friends did refuse to present evidence.
That molded a piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Ooh, did you actually think you could best me in court? Looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
I'm afraid Mr. Gunn's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Ashworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Seems at last. The time to reveal my plan has finally arrived. The planets have aligned!
I just imagine just like, he just throws his head back and cackles evilly and goes,
Yeah, right? Starts
Right?
a monologue.
Right, are you okay? Oh dear.
You perfectly and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? I did not.
I did.
No, you did not.
I admit I refused to present it at one point. Aha! So the evidence is illegal! Shut up!
Shut the fuck up!
No it isn't, Mr. Grant. It's not that I didn't present the evidence then. I couldn't.
What? What do you mean? You couldn't.
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, Archie! Don't listen to his lies! He's nothing but a coward! He can't really— shut up!
Shut the fuck up. There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Well, let's settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you could prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
The book, right?
Yeah. It's children. Fuck.
Take that! Yeet!
Why would you throw a book at me? Oh, I look.
This is proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma's Sky's fingerprints are on the piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth. Nothing more. What? You see, written right here in the book, second rule of evidence law.
It's the whole second half of this 2-page book.
Yeah, right?
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval of the police department.
Rule 2. On registered evidence, it must be relative to the case on trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the clock and the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want a relevancy? Just look at this picture and— shut up! Sorry. Can you shut the fuck up? When was that picture presented?
Well, that was shown only a few moments ago.
No!
He's right. He's right, you know. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh, yes.
Oh, fuck.
No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Ow. Thus, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. Thank you.
The only person who could have cut from the victim vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marsh in his final moments. In other words, the Marshall, the real murderer. There's only one person who could that be. Damon Gant, the killer, was you.
I also kind of wanted to do the voice because I remembered that scene.
I knew I should have got rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman. Yeah, that's right.
If the evidence runs foul, I lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you gotta help me. Me.
Detective turned him down as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There's just too many questions left unanswered. What are you doing with that knife, sir? Oh, God!
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said,
It's not too late. I'm just gonna hand all this over to Marshall.
well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. When did Gant become Irish? I think that's what Vaude was trying to, and then I just took over.
Yeah, for this, because I was talking to myself a lot.
Yeah. That's when I saw it, the accursed knife.
I mean, he does say Righto and old boy and all that, so.
Yeah, it could be British. I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would only lead to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone had to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
And then you put the body in my car.
Scottish accent. Listen, I know I'm gonna, like, offend someone over those aisles. To which I apologize. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? I hate you! You suck! Your fanfics suck too!
What?
You make a lot more than us detectives ever will.
What was that about my fanfic?
Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker?
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar fragments in the glove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer.
Done fucked up.
Hmm. They all did their best to get in my way. Got to hand it to them. They did their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court?
What?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. What? What kind of Harry Potter nonsense are you trying to pull? One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, I will. You're just one man. A man who writes terrible fan fiction.
Well, shoot that man.
You'll see.
That's my mind.
You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, gee.
What?
Looks like we'll have to cancel the lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
I'm sorry to Damien Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator, an example to others on the force.
Sorry, hold on. Okay.
9.
That was itchy.
And I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, Jay. Thanks for the memories, though. Thanks for the memories. Don't worry, I'll be fine. You'll be fine. Now that you have Wright here, and Worthy. With those two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. Judge
Okay, he's
as
still
David
clapping.
Gant. Hurt no comfort fan fiction.
Flat.
There are two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years, from the time I had Gant help me forge evidence, up until today.
So, it
Lunch?
seems that all the questions raised in this trial have been answered, right?
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all of your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie.
Bitch, what?
You can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top.
And first smile.
I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. That was like the most feminine laugh I've had. Miss Sky. And you too, Mr. Edgeworth. I look forward to your fan fiction of Damon Gant and ex-judge Monday morning. You suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days.
This
To
is like,
drop it on the front porch the next Monday morning like a newspaper boy.
this is like cut to Edward furiously writing it down.
Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal this has been for you.
It was nothing.
Liar. I was worried that the pressure might break you. It's a difficult fanfiction to write, after all. And yet, you rose above it all with your other fanfictions and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Edgeworth.
Fan victory. Stop it. I was all doing my job.
Writing
That's my hobby.
fanfiction.
And look at this case. Can I get a copy? It seems that the good self-examinations are for all of us. Miss Sky,
Yes, Your Honor.
bailiff shooter, you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is still you act as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. What up, Andre? Gremlin says, just 3-0 at Phoenix Wright Main in Marvel vs. Capcom gives me a very warm feeling ruining their day. Username says, chucking them at windows on occasionally, shattering them completely, biking away at high speeds like I committed a drive-by. Just like eating fan fiction. Fan fiction for you! Fan fiction for you! Ha ha! Fuck your window! How's your day, Andre?
Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty.
Yay, confetti!
Hey, jazz hands.
Finally fucking done.
Woo!
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Goddamn.
There's still like no, you were good. Here's the thing to prove you were good thing.
Yeah. At long last, it is over.
Thank God.
Day was good as yours. Mine was bleh.
It's better now. At least
Grem-
this is over.
Yeah, right. Gremlin, growing older is realizing Frank Castle is kind of right.
Which Frank Castle? No, you want to know what my getting older realization was for the day? I had this literally. I looked over to the bags of like discount Easter chocolate that you get like the day after Easter
Sure.
that I still have untouched for over a month, and I realized there's a difference between being a child and being an adult. Being a child is having the bag of candy and wanting to eat all of it, but you're not allowed to. Being an adult is having the bag of candy and not wanting to eat all of it because you know the consequences.
Oh, that's funny.
You're allowed to, but you don't want to.
Yeah. It puts Lana Sky in a wood chipper. Lana Sky is less of a problem. It was more like Emma Sky.
Emma was.
Yeah, Frank Castle is the Punisher. Oh. That's funny.
Anyway, it's finally over. Can we finish this? Enough of
Yeah.
this random bullshit.
Oh God,
I'm
what do you
still here.
want?
Can I stay in the game? I don't have a home.
What? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted of murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just no, the trial ended.
I'm not reading this.
Oh, I owe you my thanks, right?
Puts Emma Sky through a double laser wood chipper.
You too, Edgeworth. Huh? You suffered just as much.
Blah 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 blah. You're done well. Anime smile.
You know, I did my best too.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I got the laudanum thing. Didn't say a single word to me.
Hey, I don't know if I'm not interrupting anything, pals. This is my stick for this game. Oh. Yeah, I guess I am. No, I'll come back later. Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, what do you want?
Grows back. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around all day while on duty. And on top of not becoming here, I've seen happy people on funerals.
Are we really doing this again?
Hey, lighten up, pals. Also, wasn't I fired? I'm not a detective anymore. I was only kidding.
Are you here because
I
my...
don't want to read anymore.
Nope. Not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Luna slaps.
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell him you won't.
Oh, God. Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. You don't have to worry about it.
That day 2 years ago
I'm sleepy.
was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in the mess.
Lana, please stop screaming. I'm trying to nap. Sis!
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong.
Dots!
I changed after that day. I had to become a protagonist. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes. Those big anime eyes.
Nice. You just see Edgeworth off on the side, furiously scribbling.
Like flipping through like 10 notebooks at a time. I was scared how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you're really doing it for me.
No.
Huh?
I turned my back on you on that day.
Oh,
I
well,
was
fuck you
hiding
then.
what I believed to be the truth. I was deceiving you.
Sissy.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy.
Yeah, I get to slap you. Of course. You know, sis. We should get Boygers. Oh wait, that's a different character. Anyway, I was there one day you come back. And now you have. It's a shame you're going to jail now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Emma, Emma.
Ow!
Aww. Gremlin. Emma, I'm so sorry. You are not the father. No one can change the past. Only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. That's why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find a way back on our rightful path. And it is from there we can move on to a brighter future. He's like monologuing this and everyone's just stopping and staring.
Right? Why are you talking to yourself?
At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up.
Why is he staring at us?
The Double Hell Laser Wood Chipper Special. Mr. Wright, Gumshoe,
Yeah, me.
thank you both for all you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come here.
Puts away notebook.
Where
I wasn't writing notes.
was he hiding? The Phoenix not waffling, nobody cares. Wow, so preachy all of a sudden.
I just came to say, well, congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Demetrio, hello. Welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You're so hot and attractive.
Right. Well, I'll be going now.
Like scribbling wildly. Literally everyone does the same exact voice for Gumshoe. It's hilarious.
I mean, he just looks like that. How can you not?
He's a detective from Batman, but worse. Because he's an idiot. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened.
Hmm?
We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me.
What?
No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes.
Harvey
Mr.
Bullock?
Edgeworth,
I
stop
think
being
so. I think
melodramatic.
was his name Harvey Bullock? God damn it. Animated. Where's the... Okay, main characters. Gordon is the commissioner. Yeah, I guess it would be Harvey. Although his comic book looks a little different from the animated version. But that's fine. Mr. Edgeworth.
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Ganto's right.
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same.
Father.
One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring him down once you try to go it alone. Mr. Edging is worth it. Stop. Not to confuse Harvey Bullock with Harvey Dent, Two-Face, aka One-Face. I knew Dent was Two-Face. I always forget like the detective's name though.
I do despise criminals.
Quillen asks, are there any more of these Wright games, or you finished them all? Hell no, there is so much more.
We finished the first game in the trilogy.
Yeah, this is a bonus
big
game.
Extra bonus thing that they added for like Game Boy Advance, I think. Or DS. I keep doing that.
Yeah.
I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight criminals on my own, I needed a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
Edgeworth.
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have even tried to pull something like Chief Gant did.
I just heard Glitter in the other room just start screaming wildly.
Well, she's doing mythics, I think. Yeah, the guild. No, that terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma. both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. Whoops. What the fuck?
Like that.
Yeah, I keep clicking out of the damn box.
Mm.
You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone.
Mm.
You were working together with Wright. Because of that partnership, you two were so cute. You were able to present evidence and otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Wright? Huh? What? Huh? What? Who?
I zoned out. What happened?
What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright, show what Lana's talking about. You know it, right? Right?
Evidence?
Come on, Wright, you show him.
I'm gonna slap
Come on,
both
Wright.
of you.
It's the evidence list. The one he had the other half to.
No.
Nope.
Where is
Nope.
it?
Evidence list.
Take that!
That's a picture I drew. Isn't it great?
Wait, did I?
Look at the perspective.
Oh yeah. You had one half of the list, I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. He's like, what the fuck?
It's time for me to go.
I must write
I
my
need to write
fanfiction.
stuff down.
It's like he's like pulling out his like jacket to like a cape to hide his face. Like, I must go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me, there's still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Decab, Chief Prosecutor.
Edgeworth! What will you do now? He's like one step away. He's like, I'm right here.
Well,
Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it is up to you.
right, that was bullshit. I
Uh,
know, it seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Are you suing me, you bitch? Follow.
Username Pop Quiz Hotshot. There's a bomb on the bus. And once the bus goes 50 miles an hour, the bus is armed. The bus is armed. If it drops below, it blows up. What do you do? What do you do? Is this speed?
Yeah.
uh,
Drive it up, put a brick on the brake, drive it off a cliff, and jump out.
yeah, right. Guess Kent was too close to Clark Kent. Demetrio, what did the palm say to the bottom? That's my answer. Slap, slap. I better be going to. Okay.
I'll be visiting you soon.
What do you mean visiting?
I'll bring a gun.
It seems that we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here's a little something for you. Scientific investigation. With great power comes great irresponsibility, Deadpool. Smack! It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have he's still like, he's just standing off to the side, just doing this. The two girls are still there. Like 5 feet away. Faith that their lives have only just begun.
Sissy's monologuing again.
Let's just ignore him. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own.
Why isn't the police
A
stopping him?
journey to rediscover myself.
Well, don't stress it out just yet, pal.
What? How long have you been
Yeah, you were
standing
saying
there?
that all out loud for some reason. I don't know. There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this, so, What?
I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it might be okay with me, but the folks in prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe the collar with and sneak around for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
What?
Where you go, Detective? Let me know you had that wild side. Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Right here is the one who be footing the bill, yeah.
You what?
Yeah, what, you think I can afford that with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright, you're the best.
Why? I want to scream.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Just dragging Phoenix across.
Shut up!
I had to cook on.
There we go.
Alright, we're fucking done with this case.
Thank God.
Ugh. The next one's getting much better.
There's one with the circus coming. I think it's the second one after the next one. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of fun characters from the circus there. That I'm telling you right now, I called dibs on the clown.
Oh, okay. Fine.
He's so funny.
I will have to put this game on pause. I just
Yeah.
wanted to get this case out of the way.
So we don't do it 3 months later and forget, like, what the fuck's going on again?
Yeah, that too. I still think Leisure Suit Larry is a better series. Yeah, probably.
They overlooked my unauthorized investigation at the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, you'll just be what? Worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easy. I got my job back. Yeah.
Good for
There we go.
you.
Nothing changed at all from this bonus case.
Yeah, right. I have to like practice learning SQL and stuff. So I'm thinking about incorporating that into my stream schedule, kind of as a low-key learn with me type thing. I know, Imagine a guard the main entrance and take care of the can you believe it? I've been demoted as a security guard.
You're a security guard.
My partner's gonna keep an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll tell them now! There's someday I'm gonna make it as a detective! Yes, sir! Then I'll be like that Dick Gumshoe!
Wow, big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Big goals.
Leisure suiting that Larry.
Oh god, no.
Gremlin. I still think literally anything else is a better series. Yeah, Andre, this case in particular is done. But I'm gonna wind up putting it on the back burner. Burner. Wow. Bleh.
Brr. It's still staring into my soul. Oh,
Oh, thank God.
it's dead.
Alright. Burner! Yay! Arson! Oh god, this guy.
Well, again, you see, I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner. Mrs. Star's third managed to sneak in a stick for she's seen one of the gods. Says, well, it looks like you did it. You can get Ben being back who smiled. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
Who?
His cacti in his office is way over a decorated security station.
Oh my god.
You remember that?
Yeah. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. Very well gift to put a new meal on the menu. The right way lunch. Top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. How does that work?
I guess it's different boxes. I don't know. Turnabout for
Make sure not to eat it
foreshadowing.
backwards.
That's what one of the games is called. Turnabout.
Rip Kanye West in 1977 to 2022. Isn't he still alive?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Luff? Anyway, he said he's been doing something how many years? Well, anyway, I gotta try to go to that better be. Huh? Oh no! I forgot my combo. So I gotta go.
Oh my god, there's a chair.
Wow.
There is a chair. I think it's the only time we actually see what he the chair.
Oh yeah, right.
That was the thing. This did.
All right.
Oh, look, Yoko. Here's
huh?
Yoko. Someone named Yoko. Oh, look who's.
Oh.
Nothing serious is sort of like a fresh country air. So sometimes I do miss you.
Stop looking at me like that.
Still, I can't go back to full French spare medium here. I still exist.
Mystic Maya afternoon train is about to begin.
Coming!
Stop looking at me!
See you next time.
The joke is people say Kanye died in 2022. That's because when he became very mentally ill. Ew. Yeah. Probably for the best. Alright, I didn't have anything planned after this. But...
Could just call it, I guess. I wouldn't mind early stream.
Yeah, I could make it up for tomorrow. You down for Monster Hunter tomorrow?
Mr. Edgeworth. No, Mr. Edgeworth. I brought you your tea. Don't know what's going on. Why is this note attacking
This chapter
my face?
meant nothing. Right? Yeah, this, least favorite case so far.
Yeah, is arguably the worst one. Everyone agrees. Oh god, she's back.
Oh,
Thanks for
again?
coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for taking everything. Oh, sad.
Wait, why are you
but I'll be
taking a
alright.
train to Europe?
Yeah, I'll see you on
Unless it's going to the airport.
I'm taking a trip.
Do I have to?
Yes. Or you, I think you flip it over. There you go. Oh, that's cute.
What happened to the picture? Oh, okay, there it is.
Aw.
Oh, look at her in ROTC gear.
Like first day on the force.
Phoenix is sending her back to camp. Oh my god.
It's one time
Hey.
at band camp.
Okay.
Capcom. Saving content.
Yay.
All right, so
And, hit
next
continue.
time. Just want to make sure. Oh, no. Wait, what?
Oh no, you gotta load. You gotta like pick the chapter. Escape.
What the fuck?
Title screen. Yes. This is the save we did for the go to new game. Because we finished the whole game. So
Oh.
Ace Attorney, so we go to the next game.
Oh.
And that's trial. That's the third game. Is there another game after that, or is it just the three?
No, it's just
Yeah,
a
so
three.
yeah, it's a three. So yeah,
So this is what we're going to be doing next.
yes.
All right.
We officially finished the first game.
Okay.
We're third of the way there ish.
Taking a train to
Oh.
Europe is giving off Goodbye America, Hello Hawaii vibes.
Yeah. I think this is supposed to take place, quote unquote, in America, but it's very like not specific about where this actually takes place in.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Like it could be in like Japan or something. I don't know. No.
All right. I I guess we'll end stream here. It's almost 3 hours. I'll make it up for tomorrow with Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I will say,
Hmm.
I can't stay up super late tomorrow
Hmm.
because I'm doing overtime on Saturday for 6 hours.
Gross.
Yeah, so instead of like doing overtime during 3 times a day, I'm just doing it all on Saturday morning.
Hmm. All right.
I don't do anything Saturday mornings anyway, so it's fine. It's always in the afternoon I do shit.
You're gonna be part of Fun Run though, right?
I'll try. I haven't been able to catch the last couple ones, but we'll see. I'll do my best.
Hustle, hustle. All right. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks, guys. Tune in tomorrow
Thank you.
for hunting monsters and stuff and things.
Making them into shoes.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Good night.